Atomic Heart is Bioshock. It's a good game, but it is shocking how much it literally just is Bioshock. If you wanted Bioshock 4, well, here's Bioshock 3.5. It plays great, but the story is just not nearly as good as 1 or even 2's. And since it's okay, who really cares if it's stealing Bioshock's vibe? After all, Bioshock stole System Shock's vibe, which I guess took its swag from Ultima, but whatever. The problem with Atomic Heart is that it's a half step behind Bioshock in just about every way, and it keeps up that mediocrity while hitting the exact same story beats and cliches that Bioshock does. So as a result, it feels like the Force Awakens of Bioshock. It's okay for now, but the sequel needs to be something more than just a Bioshock clone. It has to be original and new, or else this whole Soviet cinematic universe goes tits up. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Let's look at Atomic Heart's flashy intro, and Bioshock's more subdued intro. Both games need to set up the world, the player character, the antagonist, and the supporting cast as fast and as fluid and as fun as possible. And both solve this problem by taking the player character on a literal narrative ride till they reach their first enemy. Only Bioshock does this in around 7.5 minutes, while Atomic Heart takes close to 22. But as any average man will tell you, shorter does not always equal better. So let's look at how Bioshock uses game design to its strength. It opens on a calming plane ride, and then boom, you're down to the middle of the ocean, giving them one giant lighthouse of a weenie to move towards, and letting the players swim there themselves. Atomic Heart opens on an idyllic boat ride instead of an idyllic plane ride, but the player can really only move their camera around for the first 3 minutes. You can press a button to accept a drink, and as it goes through, you clearly see that there is design, intent, and style poured into this world. But by the time Atomic Heart even gives the player a full range of motion, we're already underwater in Bioshock. And that's just looking at the intro. Even the characters of Atomic Heart feel less full than they do in Bioshock. Elizabeth had a voice and a personality. The robotic twins in Atomic Heart are awesome, but not because they're well written. They just have this sort of gamer vibe to them that I can't help but love. I think the French have a word for it, which is called being an objectively sexy ballet dancer who knows kung fu. But are the twins better characters than Elizabeth in Bioshock? Hell fucking no. They wish they had the multiple dimensions and smoky eyeshadow that she does. Same with the maps that look graphically amazing. I mean, this game really beat the shit out of my PC. But in Bioshock, you'll find fun stories amongst the bodies and ruins. The emails and notes in Atomic Heart are boring, and while the maps are gorgeous, they lack the narrative design in them found in Rapture, which makes every room worth exploring. The lore is pretty good, the premise is interesting enough, but it can't let the player figure out things for themselves. It dumps information and exposition on you, oftentimes in the form of a cutscene that you can't skip or move through. Couple that with the player character's own weird dialogue.
I've never been here before. Zip it. What? How come? I don't know, damn it. Now quit bugging me.
You're left waiting for cutscenes to end just so you can fight more robots. But all of it, is not that big of a deal. The moment-to-moment gameplay is solid as hell. The bots are fun to fight and take damage insanely well, better than I've seen in other games. The guns feel punchy and the UI is clean as fuck. Even the puzzles to unlock stuff are just kind of fun. I mean, much better than some of those Bioshock puzzles. And I'm a sucker for the use of water in the form of anti-gravity that you can swim through. The set pieces are crazy and the bosses are nuts. But there's no shortage of immersive sims, so when you get a Bioshock clone that falls short of Bioshock, it makes you question your time with it, compared to something new like Deathloop, Redfall, or Weird West. And this is even worse because I'm about to ruin the ending of this game. It damn near copies Bioshock's mind control twist, beat for beat. Fortunately, all these issues are design-based. The bones of this game, the mechanics and world, are great. If they can get a Russian Spielberg in there to work on the narrative, then they could give Bioshock a run for their money. Or they can take the simple way out and just fill it with more hot robots. With the Game Standard here at Tibbs TV, I'm Jonathan Rosenblum.